Hey everybody, we're back again. Today we're going to go over how to schedule and set up your calendar. And so here we are starting at the dashboard. Two ways to get to your calendar settings. You can either go calendars here on the left hand side, or you can go settings to calendar. So we'll go calendar here so you can see what it looks like. So here is a picture of your calendar. You can look at it from a day, month, or week view. And this will tell you what you have currently scheduled. If you have multiple calendars, you can select multiple calendars, groups of calendars, user calendars. But to begin setup of your calendar, go to calendar settings here at the top. And while that's working, you also always have options up here at the top where you can go learn about calendars, what's new with calendars, and ask questions. Or get your questions answered if you have questions about calendars. Several different tabs here at the top for calendars, preferences, availability, connections. We'll go through them all. Okay, so in here we have a list of your calendars. So for you, it may only be one or two calendars in here, but if as you start to increase and add more calendars, it'll look like this. If you want to go ahead and edit, you're going to go to the pencil, hit edit calendar, and here's where you start. You can add a logo, a picture of whatever you want. You can name your calendar, and this is the name that people see once they click the calendar. So we'll do some test runs at the end of this, just so you know. You can write a description of the calendar. So this is my personal calendar. If this calendar belongs to any groups, you can select them there, and so on and so forth. Anything that is put on to your calendar, I always make sure I have this custom field where it uses the contact of the person that you're talking to, so the contact name. So if random person A comes in here and schedules an appointment on this calendar, it will show as Angela Anderson as an appointment on your calendar instead of nothing where it has just blank. So you always want to make sure this is filled with a custom field like contact name, so you know who this appointment is for. If you have multiple people that are in your team, you can program this to be assigned to multiple people. Right now it's just you. And then you just continue to hit save all the way down the line. I like to save in between, but you can fill out all of the sidebar things in one shot, one go, but it will go to the next one. So next is your availability. This is where you program what days your calendar is open. So when you send this to someone, you don't always have to redo this manually. So if you're only available from Mondays at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you go ahead and fill that block in, and it will only show availability during that time. If you have over here specific hours that you want to add and or take away, you can add it here. These are really good for holiday periods and holiday times that are tied to a specific date and whatnot, that not necessarily recurring. Okay. Here's a few settings that you can use. Your slot interval, and right here where it has a little information block, it explains each of them for you. So you can customize this to match whatever you want your settings to be. So if you want 30-minute blocks, you would put meeting duration as 30 minutes. They can only schedule every 30 minutes or every hour, and it will show based on that. If you want to schedule, before and after time, this is your pre-buffer, post-buffer time. If you want to have multiple appointments per slot, you can make adjustments here, and so on and so forth. You go to your next tab. This is your forms and payment. Anytime someone fills out this calendar or schedules an appointment, they'll have to fill in all of these default data points. So name, last name, first name, email, and phone. And then it'll give you, the date and time selector and all that kind of stuff. Down here, you can customize a thank you message. You can either send them to a thank you page, or you can just write in here what says thank you for your appointment request, and we'll get back to you. If you have payments associated with this, say you want your customers to put a deposit down. You can enter into accept payments. Right now, you won't see that because I don't have any payments connected to this demo account, but accept payments, and then you customize from there. And so it will allow you to take deposits and whatnot for your calendar. Notifications. Do you want your calendar, once an appointment is scheduled, to send you an email? Do you want just a notification in the app? Do you want the client to get a notification? So all of these you can take a look at and see how you want to play those here. Right now, email is disabled. So if you wanted to enable email, you enable it. This one means that the contact is going to get an email, and this is what the email say: your appointment has been scheduled. You can program all of these things. You can do that for the contact. You can do that for the user. And if you have a team, you can identify, this is basically the CC line of the calendar emails. And so you can CC any of your teammates and your workers for you. Again, hit save so you can save that, and you go on and do the same thing for each of these fields. If you don't want any of these on, that's fine. You can keep that. It will give you app notifications. All of these right now are turned off. And so I would definitely, at a minimum, turn these on in the app so you are notified if people cancel, reschedule, reminders are sent, all that kind of good stuff. You can allow your Google and everything to sync with this, which is great. That's another module. You'd have to go to integrations and add your Google. But basically, when they make an appointment here on this calendar, it will automatically sync to your Google Calendar. So you have on your cell phone, if you live your life by your calendar like I do, you have appointments that are in the CRM that come directly to your calendar. And last but not least, customizations. You can change the colors of the calendar. You can upload logos, cover images. So you can really play around. If you just don't want a plain calendar view, you can make adjustments to the background, the primary colors, and all that above. So you can play with it. Once you get done with all your customizations, you're going to hit save to make sure all of that's good to go. And it saves your calendar from there. You can share your calendar with a link. I always recommend using, if this is going on a website or something, using a permanent link. But once you copy and paste that, you can use it. You can embed this code. It'll give you a code to embed on websites, or if you have widgets or things that you want to use, you can use an embed code. If you want a one-time link, you can have a one-time link. But I always encourage, just go ahead and taking a look at it. So we'll copy and paste that and take a look at it so we know what it looks like from a customer standpoint. But again, we didn't do any customization. We just kind of showed it. But this is what your customer will see. So you are able to customize the verbiage here, the time, what your description of the calendar is. So if you want to give some short notes or something to the client so they know this calendar is for scheduling consultations versus appointments, or something like that. You can write those instructions here. But that's basically it for calendars. You can definitely play around with them and customize them to your liking. Again, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. And bye for now. That's what we got.
Running a business is about focus. It's about having the right environment to do your best work. It's about the systems that keep you organized and ensure your clients remain at the heart of everything you do. If this gave you direction today, we're building systems like this inside the school community, so your business actually feels easier to run day to day. Join us when you're ready. You'll find the link in the description box. We are excited to build with you.